Welcome back to the Wiseguyz Show, Season 9. And as you just saw the event that we did in PA, the 16th minute documentary, what a great night that was. Everybody who did the full interviews, go to our Wiseguyz Facebook, the Wiseguyz Show YouTube channel, and check out all the shows. Welcome to our Season 9 return, and this St. Patrick, St. Joseph special. I am Freddie the Fireman, your host this evening. I want to make a quick announcement before we get started. The show is about St. Patrick's and St. Joseph's Day. The 2 days are in between one another. You have the 17th and the 19th. And they both come together, and it's the first time I think I've ever seen anybody do both on one show. Right away, cancel culture has been a problem in our lives, and we want to make sure that everybody out there understands when you celebrate St. Patrick's Day, it's not about drinking, it's about having a good time, but know who he is. And the same with St. Joseph. It's not about the St. Joseph pastries, and it's about just who the person was. St. Patrick was born in Britain, and his day is celebrated on March 17th because the day he died. He was part of the Roman Empire. Most people think whether he's Italian or whatever he was. Listen, whoever he was, it doesn't matter. What matters is he was a saint. He was St. Patrick, and he has a reason to be a saint. Know that when you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, who he was. Who was he? He was a person who was kidnapped by Irish raiders and was put in captivity for 6 years. He converted to Christianity and returned to Ireland as a Christian missionary. He drove all the snakes out of Ireland, cleansing the island of paganism. He used the 3 leaves on the shamrock to explain the Holy Trinity. Also, shamrocks don't really exist, so you know. It's either a wood sorrel or a white and yellow clover. And I just want to mention the parades. It all came from the United States, America. The first parade of St. Patrick's was in 1762. And now St. Joseph's. St. Joseph, righteous, practical, silent, and ready to follow God's will. St. Joseph's was Mary's husband, the man chosen by God as Jesus' foster father on earth. He fulfilled the mission trusted to him. He was unbelievably one of the nicest, probably the nicest persons in our history. He was protected. He protected Jesus and Mary, and he helped Jesus grow in age, wisdom, and grace. March 19th is the day he died. Now, why is this important? When you celebrate these days, understand it is for our culture, our heritage, our Christianity. It is something that we need to always fight for and never lose. And I want you to remember that as we celebrate here on the Wiseguyz Show, St. Joseph's and St. Patrick's Day. Come on, let's hear it. All right, let's welcome our panel tonight. Sitting next to me is the Wiseguyz Jumpin' Gennaro. And sitting next to Jumpin' Gennaro, we got from The Sopranos actor Artie Pasquale.
The Godfather.
The Godfather, that's right. And a special guest, finally we get him into studio. Sitting next to me over here is Glenn DiGirolamo.
Bravo.
DiGirolamo.
Oh, yes.
DiGirolamo. Welcome to the show, guys. And I got to say, welcome everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Joseph's Day. Mike?
Unbelievable what's been going on. Anyway, everybody's been itching to get back in the studio, you know. It's been a long, long time coming, and finally we're here, and we got a lot to talk about, Freddie, right?
Yeah, we last left off on Christmas, so hopefully everybody had a Happy New Year. But we do want to discuss when after our Christmas show, went so well that we are going to have another one, and so wait till announcements in the November comes, but we still have much more time before that happens. But we took a winter break in January, and the first thing we did, thanks to Mike Jumpin' Gennaro, was the Jersey Pizza Bowl number 2.
Yes,
that's right.
That was unbelievable. That was an unbelievable turnout.
Everybody was there. Glenn was there. Artie was there. Artie.
Yes, it was a great experience. Are you kidding? I didn't realize how many people could be in one location at one time. But the meatballs were going all over the place. Meatballs and pizza all night long. Yeah. It was great. It was a good time, a fun time.
It was a great time. It was a first time we saw a lot of faces that were, people that were familiar in one room. I mean, it was kind of put together on a whim, but in some ways, somehow, some form, it came together, and it was a beautiful, beautiful day.
Glenn, you were there, right?
Yeah. Me and Federico were judges in the finals, and Guy.
I think it was your vote, wasn't it? Your vote, Glenn? That
Yeah, one
put
of them.
that team over
You were
the
the
top?
you were the final one.
I'll tell you
you know,
what, Guy Madison did a good job because
Yes.
I'll tell you, when I got in there, I couldn't believe it. You know, I didn't expect all those people there.
Did you sense the energy of the presence of Freddie the Fireman and Jumpin' Janelle in the room?
Instantly, as soon as I walked
And
in.
Mamma
Are you
Mia and
serious?
Marie in the
Are
room?
you serious?
Right away.
Of course.
And Annette, the talent coordinator?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
I know. I was
What-
right there. I felt it as soon as I walked in.
I think we entertained everybody along with, the Jersey Pizza Boys. Federico obviously was there. Joey D'Onofrio. Roro did an amazing job. Roro Antonucci. But everybody was there. Ken Rosado. And
Well, we
it was
forgot
just
to say who's the master of the lens snapping away.
the master of the lens snapping. Oh, Anthony
is.
Anthony
Arstell,
Scala.
our
Arstell!
photographer. He's always off camera, but
Oh, right. That's what
we
that's
got him.
where
We
I know
snuck
from.
him into the video that we did for the 16th Minute movie. And again, the 16th Minute movie, Mike, it was great, right?
I'm
Great
going to
time.
tell you the documentary was a long time coming too. Also with Damon, it was a pleasant surprise to see on one of the coldest nights probably of the year going to Pennsylvania. We knew
Yeah, it
that
was-
day who was the true supporters of Damon, of Celebrity Boxing, of the Wiseguyz show crew, and we represented, man,
Yeah.
like we always do.
yeah.
It was a great
Great time.
Great
Tina
time.
DeVito did a great job. All the
Absolutely.
supporters for Damon Feldman, and I got to say, it was just something to be a part of, and I'm looking forward to Celebrity Boxing's future. Damon is back on track and doing some great things. Yeah, next week. No, next 2 weeks. 2 weeks. But our show tonight sponsored by Roccabella Vodka, Troy Anello Cigars, Harley Davidson, Morris Plains, and Miniacs.com, Tina DeVito Promotions, Lena's Restaurant, Bada Bean Coffee, and Celebrity Boxing, like we said before. But I do want to mention Father Guido Sarducci had to cancel tonight. Please don't get upset because he had to cancel, but he did promise me that he will come back to the show, do a segment in the show, but he wants to do it in person. Everybody, come on!
Nice.
That's a one-way.
Like
Listen,
that, Father.
right, Glenn? Father Guido Sarducci would be better in person than on the phone.
He's a legend.
Yeah, so
He has to
he
come.
is.
he promised me. Nobody believes me. I'll show you the text. He wants to come in studio in the not so distant future. That's what he added. So
And you don't have to be. You don't have to be. My age or as close to my age to understand what he's all about. He's a funny guy. Even you young people would get a.
You met him before, didn't you, in person?
Yeah. He's a character.
Yeah, and when I first met him, I got him on the phone, and we talked the other day. But every time you talk to him, he's got that voice. It's him. It's But also a little later, we're gonna play the video that we did of Roma di Napoli, the bakery,
man, let me tell
St.
you.
Joseph's. We're gonna show you
Di
how they're
San
made.
Giuseppe, the Zeppole di San Giuseppe, Roma di Napoli. Grazie Pasquale, Nicole, and the family, of
You
course.
get hungry just looking at it.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually, Freddie, I got to say something. I mean, you're a master at the film and editing, and but this was like an explosion in no time, man. I got to say, bravo,
Yeah.
Freddie. Always doing an amazing
Took me
job.
an hour to make the video, just
Yeah,
so
this
you know.
is,
Actually,
but-
to shoot it took longer than the
But
editing.
the detail of it, and Duber, the master baker, he was on point. He improvised.
If you don't
very
want to
well.
shove a pastry in your mouth after watching that video, there's something wrong with you.
With me, and then on a closer, you're gonna see when you watch the video. There's a closer of somebody named Giuseppe who happened to be in
What are
the
the
bakery and born on St. Joseph.
odds?
Giuseppe Mozzarella, the one who's legendary for making mozzarellas.
Yeah.
Joe Mozzarella.
Joe
His name?
Mozzarella.
Joe Mozzarella.
Joe Mozzarella.
Joe Mozzarella.
Artie, I asked you if you knew him. That's the guy's name. Joe Mozzarella.
Joey Mozzarella, Joey Mutz.
Joey Mutz. Joey Mutz.
Joey Mutz, yeah.
Well, he's
don't
trained a
remember.
lot. He owned a deli years ago and was a master of making mozzarellas, and he trained a lot of people how to make it. That's why he got his name, Joey Mozzarella.
Well, we want to thank
Born on-
Roma di
yeah.
Napoli, Pasquale,
Yes.
for allowing us to make that video.
Nicole and
I want to mention, though, real quick about the 5th that we did the Pizza Bowl. That same night, we had to do the press conference in Atlantic City at the Showboat for Celebrity Boxing. And that was another event that we did while we were on break. And again, probably saw faces. It was an amazing time. There was people there that were ready to fight. They wanted to fight for Damon. It's just getting better and better, I'm telling you. It's just unbelievable. Then, obviously, Artie, you were at this one. the Valentine's Day Spectacular with Naronardi and Tipisti de Sogni.
At the Legacy Castle.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it was great, great, great.
Unbelievable. These nights are great. We post them on our page for everybody to go. Glenn, you never been to one.
No, and I always wanted to go to that place, but I think I was sick that time.
He's always busy, Glenn. He can't get it.
Busy man, busy. Well, we're gonna get you on the next time.
I don't think Biagio wants to do it there anymore. And by the way, Biagio couldn't make it tonight. He's en route from Long
Rhode
Distance
Island,
Drive,
Rhode
Island. And Joey Cat obviously is in Florida. And then we have
Giuseppe Gatto.
Paul Bruno couldn't make it tonight. So we're working on doing a lot of things. So we're going to be back on April 15th. This is our special, but our full season literally starts on April 15th, and we're working on an amazing show then also. But yes, this Valentine's Spectacular was amazing, and now in 2 weeks we're looking at celebrity boxing. Mike, look who's on the card. I mean, it's going to be an amazing night.
I'm going to tell you something.
Flavor Flav.
And this
Is
is
Artie
this is
Pasquale on the card?
Artie, are you fighting somebody?
Yeah, Flavor Flav.
Maybe we should get you to fight
I
Father
will
Guido
be- Can I be the
Sarducci.
ref?
let me tell you something.
Flavor
It
Flav.
shouldn't be hard. All you got to do is hit him in the clock. When the time stops, he's going to get knocked out.
Clock
all
him
right?
out. I'll clock
Just
him
go
out.
right to the clock on his chest.
No, but they're going to have the kid from Naughty by Nature, Flavor Flav. Roy Jones Jr. is going to be there. I think he's going to be a special corner guy. Al B. Sure, a recording artist. And Kid and Play, Kimbo Slice Jr., the son of Kimbo Slice, obviously. And Iggy Rodriguez, all internet stars, but he's working on other things. Renee Graziano from Mob Wives is going to be a referee in the women's bout. So
Wow.
there's one thing we haven't mentioned, though. The Wiseguyz boxing team was representing 2 fighters that night. Stevie Cat won't make it, but Anthony DePhillips will be fighting Corey Epps of Jerseylicious. We got ourselves
Wow,
a fight, guys,
got a
because
fight.
I'm telling you, if you go look at that fight, that fight's going to be the best fight of the night. I guarantee.
Oh yeah,
Guaranteed.
sounds like it's going to
You know
be
what?
intense.
You know what else would be nice to see that night?
What?
Artie making mozzarella.
Oh, yeah, we put a corner. We'll
I
get
want to
Joe
know why
Mutch.
nobody has regular names, Glenn, like me and you, and everything's Flavor Flav, Superlicious. What's the one you said?
That's Jerseylicious.
Jerseylicious. Another guy was.
Well, I call you G Arturo.
Nobody has a name anymore. It's all like.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to give you a name, Glenn.
I don't know. It's going to
Lenny
take a
Licious.
What
while.
do they call you back? What did the ladies call you back in the day?
Glennylicious, they call him.
Glennylicious. Atzo.
They just call
Uno, due, tre, atzo.
Hey, Artie, I want to ask you. You've been doing. Listen, I saw something about Mob King,
Yeah.
and the trailer or whatever it was a clips of it, and it really looks like a really good movie. Can you tell us more?
It was,
about
yeah. Initially I was apprehensive getting involved with it for different reasons, but as it turned out, it was professionally done, and I was impressed. And it's still going on a little bit now. Matter of fact, I just got a text yesterday to go back to do
Another
see
scene.
another scene of some kind to pick up on it. But it went real well.
Is there like a schedule for premiere or anything anytime soon?
Well, they're talking about. They had like a rough premiere. It wasn't the color. It had to be color coordinated, color checked, and all the rest of that. Recently, but there's supposedly going to be one in New York, one in California. Who knows? We'll see.
Did you say New York?
Yeah, that's what I said.
New
Yeah.
York, New York.
That's it.
No,
Hey,
but
let me ask some Artie. How did you get into that movie?
I don't know. I had a few people that were representing me at the time. Glenn.
Did you roll him
I think he had something to do with it. Yeah.
Did you?
Anyway, I have to thank.
you
I
did?
have to thank Glenn. Yes, I have to thank Glenn for hooking me up with them.
I can't believe you went down so many times already.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's
it went
great.
really well. They treated me really like a pro, and that was kind
What
of
do you
like
mean,
during-
like you treated you? You are a pro.
well,
You've done enough films and
An
been
old
enough.
pro.
I'll
Your
tell you
face
what,
gets around.
I tell you, during COVID, a lot of stuff didn't happen. That families feud is going to be a funny one. Glenn knows some of the people in that as well.
That looked
But
good,
since
too.
then, I've been lucky. This last month and a half, I've gotten about 5 films that I'm attached.
I don't
to.
know if you know this, but I'm going to tell you because I'm sitting right next to you and I'm looking
Yeah.
at the side of your head.
You're
Your
gonna tell me
face,
I lost
your
more hair?
You're a handsome guy, but it's the hair. Artie. It's Zio Arturo. It's the hair that
the
gets
hair.
you to those
Yeah,
parts.
my daughter says my region is going farther back. She calls this a region in front of me.
Oh, wherever you got it, it's nice and thick.
Anyway, check this one out. I'm doing a movie called The Italian Cowboy, right?
That's not like the Brokeback Mountain, is it?
No. Italians don't do that. Another one called Awakening. I'm going up to Utica for that. At the end of the month, I'm going to Texas. They're flying me to Texas to Houston, Texas for 4 or 5 days. And then I haven't mentioned this to maybe too many people, and you guys kind of like got a scoop on this. I got booked to do a film project, which is going to be a TV show called Kansas City.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fantastic.
And it's the executive producer is Sylvester Stallone.
Wow.
And
There we go.
He's the lead in it.
Oh, wow.
Heavy hitter.
And Terrence Winter is another executive producer. Terrence Winter was one of the writers for The Sopranos. He wrote Boardwalk Empire and Vinyl. So they're two heavy hitters.
Nice. Very
And
proud of you,
We're
Artie.
going to do a pilot. As a matter of fact, I have to go there.
Nice. Congratulations.
I'm going there April 7th, and then it's going to be a TV show, and he's going to play the lead. It's about a mob guy in New York that all of a sudden ends up in Kansas City and wants to start his own crew there. So he's always wanted to do television, supposedly. So, they're going to give him a shot, so I'm just hoping that maybe I can jump on in a recurring role. But I auditioned for it, and whatever I did, I guess I did it good enough for them to call me back. And they did
That's why
That's
you're
gonna-
talking about mozzarella. He was making mozzarella on that.
Yeah, no,
Probably
See?
did that just to get the part.
This is hey, I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things to get parts.
Hey,
but-
hey, Glenn, I want to ask you something. You went to this pizza bowl thing, right? And I've been on a diet, so I haven't really been eating any pizza, even though I wanted to, I just couldn't. But you go to a lot of pizza places. Now, you said you were one of the judges at so we were a judge. I never really tasted, so I was really not allowed to merely make a decision. But do you believe that the pizza bowl was judged correctly? And were you happy with the results?
I was in the finals, so I don't
It's
know.
not easy to do.
I don't know how everybody got to the finals. That's where you would probably pick up if there was any what you're getting.
Yeah,
at.
but the
If it's
names
either
of the
it's
places were
legit
legit.
or not, or whatever, yeah.
I expected a lot of those names to be there, but
Well, you had 4 slices and 3 meatballs, or vice versa, whatnot. And it was unanimous who had the best slice and who had the best meatball.
Johnny Spezia has the best.
Out of all of our, whatever we had. So it was like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
To get the best. So however they got there.
I
is
think the
another thing.
preliminaries were downstairs,
What
and then they decided on who
put
should
out
be.
Underneath the plates had letters, so you only knew what letter it was. They knew what company it was, but you didn't know.
Yeah. No, but I only brought that up because me personally, a lot of places that like make pizza, their ovens is really important to the flavor of their pizza. Like Patsy's, their ovens is important. So they were in there, and they got a good ranking. But I'm just, it's very hard to do, and I just want to let everybody know it's not an easy thing.
Here's another thing. Nowadays everybody's on the whole David Portnoy skinny, crunchy pizza thing. In general, everybody's not like that. So if you're going to get regular pies all over and then you get a couple of thin ones and whatnot, you are going to get a lot of different opinions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't like the crispy, thin, crunchy
It's a
stuff.
bar pie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
The way I look at it is the pizzeria, whoever's representing, they just got to, whether it's a regular pie, or this grandma pie, grandpa, whatever pie, that's your best pie, put it up. I don't care if you believe pineapple and ham or whatever, then put it up. But, that's the thing. People put, it's hard to judge a regular pie because some people's regular pies are just not the same as a regular pie. So I just believe any pizzeria who's in a competition for pizza has to put up their best pie. If it's barbecue pizza pie, then that's the one you put up.
Right, 'cause
And
that's supposedly what they're famous for.
that's right.
There's a little restaurant near me where they have like a little Italian restaurant or whatever, and I go in and they have all the pizzas on the counter, different types of pizza, which one you want. And there's a pizza there with ziti on the pizza, right? I said, "What do you? Come on, you guys. You're Italian. This is the #1 seller." They said for young
You know
people.
why? 'Cause kids.
Now you have macaroni. I can say pasta. I'm sorry. You're supposed to say pasta.
I'm gonna ask Mike.
I grew up with macaroni on the pizza.
Who's the
Ziti
first
on the
place
pizza.
you ever heard of to put macaroni on a pizza? Do you remember?
Not really. No.
The first place that ever put macaroni on the pizza.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm going to answer right now. From our neighborhood, anyway, from our area, I believe too, because I don't know. Back when we were younger, it was just regular pies or so. Casa de Pizza, Bloomfield Avenue.
Oh yeah.
They were famous for putting everything. They put scrambled eggs on a pizza and with mozzarella, and they made a pizza out of it back then. Yes.
We got Mamma Mia and Anna Mia testifying.
Casa de Pizza. Casa de Pizza was famous for their toppings. And they were when you walk in, there was like baked ziti on a pie, right?
Yeah, it's like being on
Well,
the
there's
boardwalk in
something.
Atlantic
There's
City.
something. Not just because my mom remembers Casa de Pizza. Casa de Pizza was next door to my father's shop in Bloomfield.
Yes.
That's where our shop used to be when.
Oh,
when
that was where you originally
right next.
were?
My father was.
Oh,
yeah.
your father, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
wow.
used to be right next to Casa de Pizza.
This goes back, though,
No.
in our teenage.
Yeah.
Now, when I grew up in
Yeah.
Providence, Rhode Island, a real Italian neighborhood, some people know it's called Federal Hill. You first of all, you call it tomato pie.
Yeah.
They didn't even call it pizza; they called it tomato pie, and it didn't have any cheese on it. It was just the
It
tomatoes.
was a
on it.
tomato
Tomato,
pie.
right.
Yeah.
They had
Yeah.
a pie there that night that was like
We
that.
used to make, in Italy, we used to make.
Well, pizza, you know,
Just
is a
the-
form
just the pomodoro.
eventually of abits. It was
Yeah,
abits.
abits, right, abits.
Abits, and then they made it pizza.
The fresh tomato from the yard.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I remember in Italy, I remember growing as a child in Italy. When I went to Italy, it was tomato pie. It was like focaccia bread, tomato pie. It was just tomato, and any cheese was
That's it.
sprinkled on top, like Parmesan. You know, but there was, and it wasn't until I was in my 20s. Yeah.
It's
Great-
just like,
Grady-
it's just
Grady
like
brought
how everything's changed. This is like ravioli. You used to eat the cheese or meat. Right now, you've got lobster ravioli, pumpkin ravioli. You put anything in it, and they call it the ravioli.
Well, me and Mike went down, like I said earlier, to Roma di Napoli, and we
right.
wanted to see what it took, not to make a pizza. We're going to do that next, but how to make St. Joseph's pastry.
San Giuseppe Zeppole.
San Giuseppe Zeppoli. And that's what we did. So check out the video. We're going right to it now, and then we'll come right back to it.
You're going to love it.
Hey, everybody, this is Freddie the Fireman from the Wiseguyz Show. I'm here with Jumpin' Gennaro.
Hazzo!
And we're here at Queen Margarita, Roma di Napoli Bakery, and the Sola Maria that they have over here. This is Pasquale's place. This is Jumpin' Gennaro's brother-in-law's place here in Nutley, New Jersey. The address, Mike?
It's 246 Washington Avenue, and if you want these St. Joseph Zaples, which we're going to make you spin in a minute, it's 973-667-6770.
And let me tell you, we're going to do the process today on those amazing St. Joseph pastries that we have, because St. Joseph's pastries, San Giuseppe pastries, is right around the corner, a few days away, and we're going to show the process of how to make them and the conveyor belt, whatever they do to push them out, because there's thousands of them that go out every day, especially during the day of St. Joseph's, which is March 19th. So, Mike, are we ready to go inside
We're
and
ready
check
to
this
go
out?
and check out these wonderfully beautiful golden San Giuseppe Zeppole di Napoli, Napoli.
Let's go inside and check out the process.
Let's go, Freddie. Buongiorno a tutti. Qui a Roma di Napoli, as you can see, everything is ready to go this morning. Everybody was baking really hard in the night and in the early morning hours. As you can see, those beautiful San Giuseppe pastries are all set there along with everything else. It's wonderful. The biscotti here, all of the wonderful cakes, including the special rum cakes that we have, the cheese cakes. We have a special committed to St. Patrick's Day, which is coming up real soon as well. And Freddie, we want to zoom on the wonderful San Giuseppe pastries here on display as we see it. And in a short moment, you're going to see the whole process from beginning to end. All right, we are here ready inside the baking section of Roma di Napoli with the master baker Duber in the house, who's been with our family. He is part of our family,
and he is the master of the maker of the San Giuseppe Zeppole, and not just this week, making the cannoli and the custards. He's gonna do triple, right? Triple batch, because this week there's gonna be massive people coming in and enjoying these wonderful San Giuseppe Zeppole. So let's get rocking and rolling here.
Yeah, making a lot today.
Okay, so now tell us the combination of what we're starting with here. What
Now
do
I
we do?
put water,
Okay.
oil, and salt. They put in bowl.
Okay, so then you're gonna have have that process going in. So go in there and rock and roll, Duber. Do your thing. This is a special soybean oil mix here.
Yeah. Okay, now I put oil. Salt.
And he's got just the right touch.
Now I put butter.
All right, down in there. That's why I have to take some time on the burner and boil.
I want to stay maybe 10 minutes boiling. Okay, it's very.
Let's say
Now I
San
put the
Giuseppe
flour.
broth. San Giuseppe Zeppole broth.
Okay.
Flour goes in, and of course you know the quantity of the mix.
Yeah, now I mix it.
Has to really mesh up really well. Now, especially during this week, as we're approaching St. Joseph, which is March 19th, should we do a blessing to the tables? Do we have a priest coming here to do the blessing? If not, then I'll just improvise. May this beautiful batch that's about to be formed into San Giuseppe Zeppoles be more magnificent than ever. Go ahead.
Now I put
Duber is the saint making the San Giuseppe Zeppoles. As you can see, his enthusiasm and his love for baking, his passion for baking is very, very evident.
Yeah, thank you.
The eggs go in.
Yeah, now I put the eggs because you don't put the eggs, they always come out, it's not good.
Yes, and add the eggs little by little.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Now I put milk.
Add the milk in there. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, now it's ready.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. A master baker is really, truly an artist in culinary. And here's where some of the magic starts to happen. He has his sheet, he has his wax paper, and then he has his technique. As you can see, slowly it will start to evolve. What a beautiful, beautiful design the San Giuseppe pastry. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, it's right into the baker's oven.
Now I pick it out.
Look,
Nice.
I think this is an appropriate moment. Uno, due, tre, azzo! Look at this beautiful batch
Okay, now it's
going
ready.
on. And
Now I need it cutting.
now you're going to be opening them up, letting them cool off a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And getting ready for the magic moment. The filling of the two different fillings, the cannoli and the custard. Step by step.
Now I open.
Okay.
I put cream inside.
Wow, look
Okay.
at that. Look at those nooks and crannies there.
Look.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. So now you're going to show cannoli.
Okay. Cannoli.
Now we're going to the cannoli. Wow. You know what? It really depends on the mood I'm in. I love both of them.
Okay.
These black cherries, this is a special recipe that we make here in-house, and that is the really, really special touch there. This is all prepared from beginning to end from scratch. Oh, wow, look at that.
Okay.
The final dressing.
This is the cannoli.
Look at that.
Okay. This is the con.
That's right, magic.
Okay.
That is magic.
Now I put in the top. That's it. Now I put in the.
And there you go.
That's it. Okay.
And thousands and thousands of these go out, and this is unbelievable, my look. This is the whole setup. This is the custard, and here we have
The
famous
cannoli.
cannoli with the maraschino cherry.
Wait a minute, Freddie. You know what? I just want to say you did a magnificent job, Dilbert. Thank you for representing San Giuseppe, Arome di Napoli, and our family. You're part of our family, but guess what? I think I'm going to go for the cannoli. Now is the final moment that we've all been waiting for. Is a freshly made, that's right, just made San Giuseppe Zecco.
That's good.
Uno, due, tre, acho!
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this stuff up. Here we are at the closing of Arome di Napoli as we're ready to leave, and this gentleman is coming in for a San Giuseppe Zeppole. And tell everybody your name, sir.
Oh, my name is Giuseppe. I was born in San Giuseppe Day, March 19. And now I'm going to be a nice San Giuseppe Zeppole.
Wow, go ahead, tear it up, Giuseppe.
Wow, delicious.
Guess what? Listen, finish eating that right now, and we're going to do an atzo. We're going to close off the day. This is magnificent. Thank you, Daniela, for all of your wonderful assistance always. Thank you, Arome di Napoli, to my family's bakery. Wait a minute, Giuseppe, you got to do an atzo. I know you want to take off and eat it. Just say an atzo to me. I'm going to count up. Uno, due, tre, and we're going to do an atzo. You ready, Giuseppe? I know you're enjoying that zeppole. Uno, due, tre, atzo!
I'll catch up with you one of these days, wise guy, and when I do, pow!
Wow, we're back. We're back. That was good, right? No, but is that
Is that
amazing?
amazing?
We teleported.
Listen, was that an unbelievable video?
Do you have any idea how many people are saying, "Oh, it's made this way and that way"? And we
right.
said, "Listen,
Artie.
you want to see how it's
And the
made?"
narration was terrific. Right, the narration.
Artie, you saw the video. You saw the video, Artie. Tell me the truth. Was that nice?
Fabulous. I learned a lot watching that, and it was just the techniques involved when they talk about chefs and pastry chefs, sort of being artists. This is a great example of how.
Yeah,
the artistry of
that
it.
he just was.
Wait when we're gonna eat the zeppole and.
Well, that's
Oh
what Freddie
my
was
God.
going to say. We didn't get to
I
that.
can't
You
wait.
are going
I
to
can't
see
wait
the.
to tweet.
Oh yeah,
You're going to see.
we should have just brought him out. Bring him
Yeah.
out. Bring him out.
Bring them out now. Okay.
Bring him out now.
Let's go.
Hey, Artie,
Please.
what's your favorite, the cream or the cannoli cream?
I like them
Every
all.
kind.
I have
Actually-
a certain day. If I like this one better than the other.
Actually,
Save one of
I like
those
the
for me, though. I
original.
want to take one.
stay
I
tuned,
love the cannoli.
Freddie.
So the zeppole.
Stay tuned on our
Aroma
next
di
show,
Napoli.
even though it's
Right in front of Artie. Or
just so you know. Stay tuned
The
because
taste is incredible.
even though in the next time we'll
look
be
at
in the
that, Artie.
studio will be 2 weeks, we will bring the other San Giuseppe Zeppoles.
see
These
them?
are made
Mike,
all
lift
year
them up,
round.
lift them up and show
Oh,
them.
you got to show them.
Over there
Absolutely.
doing that.
All right, and here we go. And
Let him know.
Oh my, look down.
Look at that. huh?
Can you see him?
I don't want to block Zio Arturo.
Look at that.
Oh.
The cannoli cream on Pasquale's
Hey, show that on tilt.
pastries it's like silk white. It's
I love
It's
cannoli
unbelievable.
cream.
unbelievable.
I love the
Open
cannoli
the
cream.
box up.
Oh my god! I could eat all that in one shot.
All right.
Been on a
Open up
diet.
the box and you
Yeah,
can just
just
display
leave
it.
it.
Wow.
Leave it out there. Just watch the
You
camera.
wanna eat
Ann.
now?
Be careful on the camera.
No.
The other thing is,
For the coffee.
so the filling, everything is made from scratch. Even the black cherries is put with. I can't tell you the recipe.
Ooh, the smell from over here.
It's
Ooh.
fermented with another fruit, pineapple, and some other fine ingredients. And so everything on that Zippo from beginning to end is made with pure love.
Unbelievable. It
That's
really is.
amore.
It's amore.
Yeah, those cherries are made by them. They make them themselves. See, the maraschino cherries are made. They send them out, but they actually, the chef. I mean, the
Those
big
black
Chinese
cherries. The
Yeah,
black
they're
cherries,
black cherry. They make.
Nice.
They
And
make
questi sono originalmente I zeppole
but
di
look
San
at that cannoli
Giuseppe.
cream. Isn't
E
that
viva San Giuseppe.
It's really white.
I'll take one
Yeah,
and
not
take a
me.
bite. bite.
Yeah, come on, take a
one of
bite.
those for
Oh,
me
boy.
here.
You can take a little.
I did
How about
for
we
Lent.
split it?
The
No, I
custard
for
or
Lent.
the
I gave
cannoli?
I gave up
I
pastries
gave
for
up,
Lent.
I gave up waking up groggy for Lent.
I could eat like 3 of them. Like, with my eyes
Oh
closed.
my God.
Questa è una cosa seria. What do you want, Freddie? Which
No,
one?
I gave
doing
it up for Lent. I gave up pastries for Lent.
Cannoli?
No, I'm serious. I did.
I'll have that one.
Yes.
Why not?
But look, I mean, he did such an amazing job
split
cooking.
that. Ladies, anyone? Annette?
Pass it
my
around.
God.
Thank you, Roma Di Napoli,
good idea.
Pasquale, and Maria, who let us
His
come
brother
in here.
Nicole and Sandra and the family, tutta la famiglia. Grazie mille. Thank you so much.
Now, this is St.
and Duber.
Duber,
And Giuseppe. And the
Yes.
closing, Joey Mozzarella.
Joey Mozzarella.
And the lady Daniela who served. Everybody was wonderful.
Very good.
This is exactly what it looks like.
So you can see. Well, they saw the video, so that's you can't get any better than
Yeah,
the
give me
video.
a half of a half. All right.
You know, the one Mike ate had to be
gonna
probably the
take that
best
one.
of all
I'm taking
time
that home.
because he ate it as soon as he filmed it,
it'll
and it just got
disappear.
out of the oven, so it was still warm. Oh my God, forget
I
about
could
it.
imagine.
I would die.
This is really good.
And-
I wish I had a fork.
You want? I have a fork.
Do you have a fork?
Yeah, she got it. But
Maybe it's a
now
napkin.
this is how the Italians celebrate St. Joseph's. My mom used to make the corned beef and cabbage, but we got Anna Maria in the studio. She makes the green shrimp. So check out that video. We are going to post it on St. Patrick's Day, which is
you.
tomorrow actually. So we're gonna make sure that everybody sees the green shrimp video, which we made last year. And but St. Patrick's Day, you got any plans for you? Do you do anything special for St. Patrick's Day?
I really don't. I never did. You know, all my friends would go partying the night before and go out or I never really did.
I tell you what, I have a video. I made corned beef and cabbage, and remember in that we made made the corned beef and cabbage, and already I make an amazing corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah?
And corned beef and cabbage. This is the time of the year that it's just an amazing time to celebrate because spring is coming. The weather is so much nicer out. You get a nice cool breeze, and it's not too cold. And Easter are really a big Italian festival, and it's just an amazing time to see stuff like this. That's why cancel culture has to be thrown in the garbage. It has to be, you know what, when you eliminate
be
something.
canceled.
That's right. Cancel culture needs to be canceled.
Exactly.
And you're
Listen,
right, Glenn. I got to say,
Why,
that's
why don't we give them a salute, all the cancel culture?
I don't think that we're going to be allowed to do that.
What do you mean?
Because our salute might not be too.
Oh, damn!
Feeling. He did it.
The point is, a lot of cultures out there always have a celebration for someone from their past. If you go to Italy and Rome, you're going to see all emperor statues still standing for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And that emperor could have been the most vicious, most ruthless of all emperors, but the statue still stands to remind everybody who they were. And so if you remove a ruthless statue, you're never gonna know how ruthless a person could be. Like Caligula, for instance, or one of the Caesars, Nero, and they were some emperors were just so evil, and some statues still stand to them because it just reminds of people of their past, and you need to learn from that. If you remove it, then you don't know they ever existed. You don't even know who they are.
What about the genius who decided that it was okay to take down Columbus?
Yeah. It doesn't make
What
sense.
is that about?
Look, when I grew up, Italians celebrated
That's
Columbus.
That's six.
Puerto Ricans celebrated Columbus. Most people don't even know the biggest, tallest Columbus statue in the world is where? Puerto Rico. Why would it be there? Because there's a reason it was there. They accepted it. Columbus, Ohio wouldn't accept it, so Puerto Rico took it.
Well, the claim has always been that supposedly Columbus mistreated the indigenous. We can't say Indian anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, back
but
then.
but that was proven to be false. But like you say, history is history. You learn even if it's a bad thing that took place. So
But the
it's
scary
like,
part.
should you not show anything about World War II? People getting killed.
Artie, if you put on a lot of cable stations that show documentary stuff, every night, Hitler this, Hitler that, Hitler that. Why do they do that? Hitler was the most ruthless of them all, but yet they have movies and videos and documentaries about the fall, the rise of this and that. Why do they do that? That should be automatically. You don't see the Jews fighting the TV networks or taking them off because they want you to see that. They want you to get to understand that this guy. Now look what's going on now in the world. Putin. He's taking over a country. It's being televised. People are dying and buildings are getting exploded. They're trying to say it's similar to what Hitler did. He moved into another country, but that's another story. I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying culture, your heritage, I don't care if you're Italian, white, black, Chinese, it doesn't matter. Save your culture. Save your history. Good or bad. You are who you are. Accept it. The Italians have the mob. And some people don't like to consider themselves the mob being part of the Italian culture, but it is. It's part of the.
The way I look at it, Freddie, is very.
Have to accept it.
Is very simple. This is the conclusion I came to. If you eliminate history, what do you have to go by? Today and tomorrow.
That's what I mean.
Isn't it easier to maneuver and manipulate people that have no understanding that they have rights? And they have roots in this country, on this earth. So by eliminating everything in history and showing no value to the past, you only have to deal with today and tomorrow. Do you know what kind of an influence that's going to be on the generation, the young children? They don't, if there's no history, what are they going by? They're putting the trust in people to say, this is the way it is. Take it or leave it. And so they're not going to know any better. Well, this is the strategy, and I'm going to tell you right now it's going to fail because remember this, no evil will ever take over the good. Remember that.
Yep.
The same thing with kids. Nobody reads anymore. The newspapers are going to be obsolete. All kids know is what they can look on their phone. They Google and whatever they see, and even Google is biased. So whatever you see there, that's very biased.
Oh yeah.
So that's all they see, or what they see on Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, but
So they don't really learn. I mean, you used to learn from reading something.
I believe people should believe what they see, not what they hear. And but if you see something on Facebook, I don't mean that. That could be manipulated to make you see that. I don't mean that. Believe what you see, the real truth that's happening, the real things that are going on. Don't go reading. Well, see, when you look on Facebook and see something, you're really reading.
You know what?
Or someone's trying to tell you what to believe.
Believe
what you see,
he
not
hit
what
on
you
something
are told.
Very important,
Very
Freddie.
important.
Very important. Eyewitness. What is that? What was the word eyewitness for so many years? Be an eyewitness. See with your own eyes and try to really think about what it's about, as opposed to having somebody telling you what it's about. And that's biblical. Being an eyewitness goes back to biblical time. So that's what we have to go by.
My mother used to say, believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you see. She used to say something like that.
True. That's true. And it's see, like we grew up in the
Words of
streets.
wisdom.
We grew up in the streets of Newark. So if someone said, "Oh, don't go by that kid. He's no good," well, you're just telling me he's no good. Once you meet the kid, he's a great guy. Why'd you tell me he was no good? Oh, because you didn't like him because maybe you did something. You know, you got to believe what you see. You got to use your street smarts as well as
I
your.
correct myself. You believe half of what you read, she would say. Believe nothing of what you hear and half of what you read.
Well,
Half of what you
the
read,
purpose
yeah.
of tonight's show, St. Patrick's, St. Joseph's. Who says from the next 30 years, you get these young kids go out there and write a book about St. Joseph, saying he was no good, about St. Patrick, saying he was no good. And then their future generations are going to read it, and they're going to believe it because this guy wrote it. You know, people decide to change history just by writing a book. That's the problem. And people just decide to take it upon themselves to write a book about something that may not even be true, like about Columbus. There's books about Columbus that makes him an unbelievable hero. Then there's books about Columbus that makes him an evil villain. So it's you cannot believe what you read, and you need to really think about going back in times of Columbus or any other person for that matter, an emperor or something. You don't know. We don't know. We weren't alive
You really
then.
have to read both two different opinions, and then you form your own.
Right. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's what you should do.
It is. It's the best way to do it. You're right. But I
Most
can tell
young
you
people
one thing
don't
you
do
could learn about Columbus, and I know this is St. Joseph's and St. Patrick's, but look up the Columbus Exchange and see. You could say what you want about Columbus. This country has things. It's called from the Columbus Exchange. It's things that Columbus brought back from Europe to America, to the Americas, and what we have here in the Americas because of those voyages. So I'm going to leave it at that. And but look, the Wiseguyz. I just want to say the Wiseguyz are definitely 100% a voice for the Italian American community all the time, and other cultures and heritages. When you need us, we're there. We're also a voice for our Christianity. We fight for all our.
And regardless of what your nationality or ethnic background is, how can you turn something like
That's right. Look at that. Look at that cannoli cream.
Uno, due, tre, so.
But
anyway, besides the Zaples, and we were talking about the pizza, not to go back to the pizza, but we have something coming up on St. Joseph's Day for the Giuseppe Pizza. Jack Calandra from Amoda Pizza
speaking of, tell us
is going to be a tribute to his father who passed. God rest his soul.
That's in Nutley, New Jersey.
Nutley, New Jersey, Center Street.
The pizzeria is Amore Pizza.
Jack Calandra tributed this talking about thin pie, thin baked pizza.
Yeah.
And
it's one of the pies that was ranked up top.
Right top, top
It's
in
good.
northern
I just had
Jersey.
one the other day. I went over there.
Yeah, good stuff. So, and a tribute to his father. He's going to do $1.50 slices from 12 to 2 o'clock. The Wiseguyz Show crew is going to sample the pizza live there at Motor Pizza. And we're going to have San Giuseppe
pastries.
Zeppoles from Roma di Napoli, $1.50 per person now. I mean, well, you
And
got
if
to
your
let
name is
everybody get a
Giuseppe
chance.
or Joseph, you get one for free.
If you're coming, Joseph, you
gotta
get
show
one for
ID,
free.
though. You gotta show your ID.
Everybody be Joseph.
Everybody's a Giuseppe that day.
Artie, you coming?
Yeah, oh yeah. You can call me Joe if you want.
What day?
We're going to call Roberto Joe, too.
Well, we're gonna make a poster about that, so hopefully we could get it.
And
done
the other
quick.
thing I want to mention about pizza is tonight's pizza, the grandma pie and the regular pie from John's Pizza in Fairlawn. Thank you, our new family there. That's making the pizza. Great stuff.
I also apologize for all
Grazie
the
mille.
Irish watching. I wanted to bring Guinness beer in, but if Guinness beer and St. Joseph's pastries just don't go together, it looks like coffee.
It might
Guinness
go,
beer.
actually.
It looks like coffee.
You know
but
what?
Yeah,
You never know.
You never know. You're right. You never know. But I do want to mention an event that we're doing on Saturday. This was a rescheduled event that is now booked for April 9th in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, at Galdo's Catering and Entertainment. The Uncle Louie Variety Show. Our brothers from other mothers out in upstate New York are doing a show in PA. And also performing that evening is Italian singing sensation Biagio. Come on, Biagio, wherever you are. We always support. He's really a wise guy, so he just hasn't been here. But also hosting it that evening will be the Wiseguyz Show. Come on. Go to tickets and info at eventbrite.com. The Uncle Louie Variety Show.
That's Jumpin' Gennaro's home state. Don't forget it.
Lou
Born in
Greco,
Newcastle.
Lou Greco and Carlo Russo will be there, and it's going to be a great night. It's a dinner and a show, 6 p.m. I heard a lot of people are buying tickets for that, so don't be surprised if it's sold out. Also, International Italian Show, the legendary Nicola De Bari is going to be performing. Nicola De Bari, straight from Italy, will be performing at the Passaic County Technical Vocational School in Wayne, New Jersey. It's 43 Reinhardt Road in Wayne, New Jersey. Doors open at 7 p.m. Tickets are $100 per person, and I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's April 23rd at 8 p.m., Saturday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Also appearing that night is from Napoli, Damiano Mazzone, and comedian Ciro Giorgio, and it's going to be an amazing night. Oh, and the host, and obviously Italian singing sensation, Biagio! Hosted by the Wiseguyz Show and Joe DeGennaro.
Got a lot of stuff going on.
Joe DeGennaro. But then, yeah, you're talking about a lot of stuff. The next night in Atlantic City at the Clare Ridge, again, the same show, back to back. Nicola De Bari, the legendary Nicola De Bari, for his final tour, his farewell tour. Sunday, April 24th. There's 2 shows, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the Clare Ridge Hotel. Tickets are $90 per person. Go to ticketleap.com and look up the event.
He hasn't been here in 10 years, so this is your chance.
The Clare Ridge in Atlantic City. This is hosted by Joe DeGennaro. The Wiseguyz will be doing a little hosting. Italian singer sensation Biagio. It's going to be a great night. See us in Atlantic City or come to Wayne, and it's just a great show. And I'm looking forward.
Besides this show, besides celebrity boxing, this year you're going to see the Wiseguyz Show crew out in Atlantic City coming out real soon. Live, we're going to be there. And we're going to keep you posted, so stay tuned.
Now, this is an event we can't do. We were going to do it because it's from one of our sponsors, because it's on Saturday, March 26th, because we'll be at Celebrity Boxing and at the Showboat in Atlantic City. But, Mike, if you want to mention this.
Well, first of all, Bobby Harley, you're #1 with the Wiseguyz Show crew. You're part of our family. You got some of the most amazing Harley-Davidson bikes. And you're a great person. You do great things for humanity. And this day, on the 26th, he's going to do the Morris County Firehouse fundraiser, which is a chili competition. I'll tell you, man, I love a good chili. Yeah. And so they're going to need judges, too. They're going to need people to go out there and try the chili and judge the chili. And obviously, you donate whatever you can. It's going for a great cause. There is someone who is my understanding is has something of a challenge, a physical challenge. Yes. And do we remember what it is? I believe it's he has leukemia. I want to just make sure.
It says the Morris County Firehouse.
They're raising money for someone who is really much in need and their family. So this is more than just a chili competition. So your support will be greatly appreciated. On our page, you're going to see the posters, so if you can't make it, maybe you can make a contribution.
The proceeds will benefit local firefighter Tony Seglia, who's battling leukemia. Yes. Everyone is welcome to sample and vote. Beer for purchase, soda and wine provided, Tums not included. That's what they put on the table. May the best firehouse chili win, and please go on our Facebook page and find out all of the information. There's actual a waiver to sign where you could send it in somehow, and all the information is there. There's a phone number and an email, and you have to respond by March the 21st. So Bobby Harley, we're going to be seeing him soon. He's a big sponsor of ours, and I'm looking forward to doing more stuff with him.
Yes, sir. Grazie mille.
Yes. Grazie mille. So, Glenn, what do you got on the agenda the next couple of weeks, or a couple of days, I should say? You're always running around doing things.
I really don't have much. I'm going to maybe go down the shore next week if it's nice, get some things cleaned up,
He's always looking for a good cigar store. That's
good cigar. Did you try our Troyanello cigars by any chance?
I tried them before you did.
Oh. Well.
He sent them to me many months, maybe last year.
Anything particular you liked?
The ones that he sent me the last were the best. They were
The barber
There
pole?
were- no, there was no
Maduro?
band on it. He sent me a certain kind of thing. He says, try these and let me know, and those were better. But he sent me a bunch of cigars, and they were good. A couple were too
You
light
are
for
definitely
me, but
a
they were
true,
good.
cigar connoisseur. I know you like great foods and steaks. You're always out, and I always wonder why you
He's
don't
my
have-
idol. I get food, wine, and
Yeah,
just
Scotch, right?
entertainment.
Scotch and bourbons and.
Yeah, you're
Well,
a
listen,
guy.
you
like Scotch and bourbon.
all right.
Yeah.
So why don't you give us a little bit about what's a more recent bourbon and Scotch that you can advise the world as something you give two hot O's?
I'll tell you, the one that I have never tried that Federico gave me a bottle last year for Christmas just went like that. It was called Monkey Shoulder. It's
called?
Scotch.
Monkey Shoulder.
Monkey
And
shoulder.
the Weller Reserve is the best bourbon for me at the price. But, bottom line, when you get these hard to find bourbons, they come out at $30 or $40, and then you go to buy them and they're on the shelf for $100. So it's a kind of like a supply and demand thing, or a hyped
What
up
now? What
thing and
cigar?
whatnot.
What cigar did you pair, or would you pair with that?
I've been getting into Plasencias a lot, and I smoke a lot of Cubans, so I would say like a good H. Upmann Magnum 54 maybe. Wow. Or a Partagas Series D number 4. Those are good cigars to drink.
With the bourbon.
To have with bourbon.
Artie, you a cigar guy?
Freddie, don't forget a flavored vodka.
Oh, yes, Rockabella Vodka. I mentioned them. They're one of our sponsors. Rockabella Brands, and she does a wonderful thing. Also, there's one thing I did forget to mention now that we're ending the show. Pizza Bowl 2. We can't forget the New Jersey Deputy and Battalion Chiefs Association who came, who presented a check to Rockabella and Tunnel to Towers. And also Tunnel to Towers representative who came. And listen, those are the biggest celebrities in the place. We completely forgot about them. And Aloha Monkey, the group band, they played a great job. But Tunnel to Towers showed up, and Guy Matson is doing a lot for Tunnel to Towers. He has an online GoFundMe account. I don't know what it's up to now. It was last up to like $12,000, but he wants to reach that 20 grand and give it to Tunnel to Towers. I'm looking forward to when that's done because I want to be there.
Yeah.
We can't forget to give a shout out. The reason why I even got involved with it is because
Lieutenant Strafer.
Go ahead. I'm
No,
sorry.
Lieutenant Strafer was the guy who came, and Charlie Zeke, the president of the New Jersey Deputy and Battalion Chiefs Association, that were all there.
Awesome. My nephew Gabriel De Palma, who is part of Sigma Pi. They're the group of really young, talented kids that got together and made that event happen. So we're going to give you an atzo on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, atzo!
That was very, very good.
But Artie, how about you? Anything going on the next couple of weeks? Anything?
Well, I got these two film prior. I'm going to be going to Texas. Maybe I'll try to calamari there. I don't know. I heard it's too good. And then I'm going to Oklahoma to do these two big films. This last one, the Stallone thing. Really excited about that.
Yes, let us know. Send us trailers. Let us know they're out.
But
Where
I just
you
want to
going?
say, I haven't been here in a while. I wanted to say thank you once again. You guys have been great.
The Godfather, Artie Pasquale. Come on.
And a few people out there, just follow the Wiseguyz. It's these guys that work their butt off, getting to be where they are, and they're exposed now all over the place. I don't mean exposed,
We
but
do a lot of
We
stuff.
get around.
We
But
get
remember-
around.
Yeah,
We're
they
doing
get
a lot of
around.
stuff.
They get around.
Zio Arturo.
And the
Zio Arturo.
the
It's
people are
Wise
really
Guys with a Z.
Well, we're hustling
That's
now.
right.
Mike Jumper Gennaro gets us involved with things. I'm doing things. Biagio's getting us to do things. We're just working on a lot of stuff, production, and we're just moving forward, doing charities and just doing good things, and that's what we're about.
And
so.
they're real people, real honest, like a family here. I'm sure you've heard that before.
And you're the
but-
Godfather, Artie.
No, I don't know about that.
You got voted in.
But it's like a family, and they're always doing good for other people.
Well, thank
Grazie
you so
mille,
much. Thank you
grazie
so
mille.
much. Well,
Sì,
on that
Arturo.
note, I want to thank our photographer, Anthony Scala from Scala Photography, who's always there for us, taking pictures. Annette, the talent coordinator. My
Grazie,
wife was
Annette.
always there doing the broadcasting and working on the talent coordination. Roberto Santos, our engineer, who's always there. Obviously, who's not on camera, Joey Cat, Biagio, Blaze Benavenga. and Paul Bruno, Anthony Benavenga, who'll be doing some stuff with us, Biagio's brother, Blaze Jr., who's our DJ also. Robbie's a DJ with us. And let's thank Anna Maria, Mamma Mia, Anna Maria, who came into the studio. And Linda and Mama Anna Maria.
Maria Italia.
Great job. And Glenn, anything you want to anything to say before we go?
Well, thanks for having me. I know there was a long line out the door.
Yes,
You
yes.
pushed me to the front.
Yes, I did.
Well, we gotta. Why don't you do the count when are we ready to close?
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Why don't you do the count, Glenn, this time in Italian, not Spanish? Remember.
So I got the uno, the dos, and the...
Not those.
I mean,
Do
oh,
it. Do it.
Uno,
Do it.
due, and...
I got a one.
And what is the other one?
Tre.
Oh, tre. Okay.
Say it loud.
Okay,
Say it
right.
like, you know.
I don't want to do the dos thing, so it's
Do
do it. Okay.
Right.
Tre. All right, ready?
Ready?
Ready? Uno, dos,
Do it.
do
Do
Tre.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Joseph's Day. We'll see you soon.
Grazie mille.
I always wanted to
April
do that.
15th.
It's that last glass of wine, Glenn.
Let's go. Whoa, whoa,
I'll catch up with you one of these days, wise guy, and when I do, pow!